Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. So Christmas is coming up soon, and I've been thinking of ways that I can make quick and easy jewelry. I need to be able to make a lot of them, and I need these designs to be kind of simple looking so that, you know, anybody would wear them, because sometimes I put a lot of work into something and it's kind of over the top, and some people don't like over the top jewelry, which I love all jewelry, you know, simple things to big over the top stuff. It's just how I am. But anyways, quick, simple, and something that anybody would wear. So I came up with these earrings right here. I do have another wire and a gemstone bead idea that I'm working on, and I will try to film that later on today, so be on the lookout for another video that's going to be very similar to this one. So anyways, here is my earring design. It is very quick, very simple, and something else I also love about this design here is that you can use any size round bead that you want. And the other thing is, these are earrings, so you only need 2 beads. So if you have leftover beads in your stash, you only have 2 of them, this is the project for that. And even if you only have like 1 bead left over from a project, don't throw it away, because I make a lot of ring designs that you only need 1 bead for, and it's like an 8mm, 6mm, 10, 12mm bead. I do it all the time. So anyways, this is a really great project, super easy, and I'm going to go over the list of materials with you guys real quick. You don't need much at all. You're going to need, for the bead part here, where I'm going to wire wrap the bead, you're going to need to cut 2.5 inches of 18 gauge wire. Now this is for an 8mm round bead. If you're using a bigger bead, you will need to cut more wire. So 10mm bead, you might need to do 3 inches, I'm guessing, okay, maybe 4. And I actually wish that I did this with much larger beads, because I have some really pretty gemstone beads in my stash that I could have done this with, but I was trying to stay with the small size because anybody would wear an 8mm bead. So anyways, other than the 18 gauge wire, you're also going to need 20 gauge wire. And I'm going to show you guys how to make your own ear wires. It's very simple, easy to do, and I love to make my own ear wires. Not just because they're fun to make, but because they are so much better quality than the store-bought ones. And the metal, the ear metal, the wire that I'm using for the ear wire matches the wire that's in the rest of my piece, which is very important. So to do the ear wires, you will need to cut 2 2-inch pieces of 20 gauge wire, and of course you're going to need beads, and I'm using 8mm round beads. And like I said, if you want to use larger beads you can, but you will have to use a longer piece of wire to do your wraps here, okay? So I forgot to mention that I am using wire from Beebeecraft. I love this brand. I've been using it a lot. It's really easy to work with. It's a permanent finish, and I used this color here, the antique bronze, for this earring, and this metal color is gorgeous. Now I do have a lot of artistic wire that I work with, and I do find the artistic wire is kind of hard to bend. Like sometimes I'm really struggling trying to get it to do what I want it to do, and this here is perfect for working with. So I will leave a link for this wire down there below in the description bar, and I will also put a coupon code up on the screen for you guys in case you want to save money. Oh, one other thing that I wanted to tell you about is I am using gemstone beads for this, because out of experience, whenever I worked with wire before and I've done stuff like this, like with glass beads, I've had the beads break on me. So that's why I am using gemstones. Okay, so right here I already went, to save time, I already went ahead and cut my wire. So I have 2 2.5 inch pieces of 18 gauge wire, and this here is going to be my ear wires. These are 2 2-inch pieces of 20 gauge wire. So we're going to start with the bead first. Okay, and what I like to do is I put my wire in the bead like this, okay, and then I take my chain nose pliers, and I want to bend this. I want to be able to see the wire like just barely come out right there. So let's see. I'm going to grab it right here and bend my wire, and then you'll see the wire comes out just a little bit right there. So then I take this off and I hold it like this, okay? And what I'm gonna do is bend my wire some around my pliers so that it's like a half circle. And I did bend this too much because I need to put the bead in. Now I'm going to slide the bead on. Okay. Now see, you can't see the wire anymore. It's hidden. And now I'm going to shape this wire around my bead. You might have to come in here with your pliers, I have found, and go like this to get it to really hug the shape of your bead. See that right there? Already worked. Okay. And now I'm just going to wrap this around my bead, trying to stay in the center of my bead as I wrap. Okay, and then I'm going to bypass this little area right here. Now sometimes I do find that it kind of is loose, so I'll take my chain nose pliers and I'll go like this and pull it tight so that it really hugs around the bead. Okay, and then I continue my wrap. Now what I like to do is have this here be in the center of my bead, okay? Where I went in, my hole, my bead hole, I kind of want that to be in the middle. So I'm going to keep going around just a little bit more. Okay, right there. Looks good. Now I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to make a loop. So fold this back. See that? Just like this. I'm folding it back on itself. Okay. See that right there? I bent it too much and I can see my bead hole, so I have to pull this back down and cover over my hole. Just like that. And there we go. I do need this to be straight though. I gotta make sure it's straight. Okay. I actually feel like I made my loop just a little too big. And the reason why I say that is because this wire is not straight. It's at an angle some, which is okay, but it could be in the center more. It looks good though. That's the good thing. Okay, I'm gonna do this again with you guys. So you want to take your wire again, put it through here, through your bead, and I'm gonna scoot it just a little bit up, like that. Make my bend. Okay, let the bead slide down. I'm gonna see if I can wrap it without going around my pliers. Okay, I did. That's what I have so far. Continue wrapping it. I think I need to flatten this just a little bit. Okay, continue wrapping. This is what I have so far. I do feel like this could be closer, so I'm gonna come in here and try to squish it more. Okay, now I'm going to roll my wire over, make my loop. Straighten this out. And there we go. It's so cute. Okay, let's make the ear wires now. I love making my own ear wires. It's so much fun. And I make them at the same time. So I think I'm going to go with the smaller loop here. Okay, so take both ear wires. Mine are the same length. They do have flush cuts on each side so they're not sharp. And then I'm going to put them into, these are bail making pliers. I have 5 of them. This is the smallest size. I think this one is the middle size one. They're made by Wubbers. I bought them individually on Amazon, but you can actually get them on in a set on JTV if you want to. Okay, if they have them in stock. Sometimes they don't have them in stock. So I have my wires just like this. Okay, side by side, and I'm going to bend them all the way around and make loops. Okay, just like this. Now sometimes I do find that I'll have to come back and close them, because sometimes one of them won't close. Okay, that one's closed and this one is closed. Okay, now I'm going to put them back together, and I'm going to go to this set of pliers. And you can use any size head you want. There's a big one here and a small one. I think this is like 8mm and this one's 9. These ones here I did with the big side, and these ones I did with the small side, which I actually like these more. So I guess I'm going to do the small one. So I have to go, let me make sure I'm getting this right, this way. Okay. So I have my ear wires in here. See how they're side by side. Okay, I have my loops going in this direction because I want to wrap my wires around this bail. Okay, so here I go, wrapping around, and I come all the way just like this. This one here is not meeting that one. Okay, there we go, just like that. So since I did make a smaller ear wire, this here is longer, so I might have to trim this. So I'm going to keep holding on to these just like this, because I'm going to make my bend in my ear wires, and I want it to be the same on both sides. So I'm going to come in here and I'll make my bend right here like that. And since I did do the smaller bail, I will come in and trim these off here. And I'm just going to trim very little off, like 1/8 of an inch maybe of wire. Okay, now if I did do the bigger mandrel, this one here, you don't have to trim any wire off, but because I kind of decided on going with the smaller ear wire is why I ended up trimming some wire off. Alright, and then I'm going to take these off, and here we go. We have perfect ear wires. Look at that. Now, I have realized whenever I make my own ear wires, the further you bend this bar down to this, the less likely this earring is going to fall out of your ears. Have you ever got like the store-bought ear wires and put them in and wear your earrings, and like within a few hours you lost an earring? That's because I've noticed the store-bought ear wires always have these 2 bars really far apart and they fall off. So what do you have to do? You have to buy those little rubber stopper things and put them on here. But if you bend them where the bars are really close together like this, they're less likely to fall off. So whenever I do use the store-bought ones, because I do have a lot of them, I'm always getting them for free. It's like they're magnetically attracted to me for some reason. Maybe it's because I like to make my own, that's why I'm always getting them for free. Anyways, whenever I use them, I do bend them more so they are like this, so they are less likely to fall out of my ears. Alright, so now all I have to do is open up my ear wires. If you want, you can work hard in these, but I'm not worried about it because this is pretty good wire. And then I'm going to close it shut just like that. And then I'm going to do this one. Let me know if you have that same problem. Oh, and by the way, I am making sure that the bend, this right here, my hole, is on the back side of my ear wire, because I want this to be the front where it looks like an 8. A number 8. Okay. And then close this shut. Which I did do it on this one, right? Because I was talking. Yeah, I did it right. Okay, so there are my earrings. They're so cute. I really love the bronze wire. It is my favorite. So pretty. And then here are these. So this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a really fun, quick project. It's great for gifts. Very easy, very quick to make. And I really would like to do this with larger size gemstones, especially some big agate ones that I have that are just like covered in stripes, and swirls are so gorgeous. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Make sure you click the bell button so you get notified whenever I upload new videos, and check me out on my social media sites. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.